So when he does and we are live. Greetings and salutations, Focus Up family. Welcome to the April 13, 2024 installment of the Focus Up Show. We thank you for tuning in with us live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on YouTube and various other platforms, or catching up with us on replay. We ask that you click that like, that subscribe, that bell, and share to support and maintain your weekly Focus Up fix. I am Mr. Nice Guy, nice as in the word Saint spelled backwards, and my co-host today are the lovely First Lady J. We got Brother Walk, host of Sex
The
Talk.
lovely.
Walk. Oh yeah, sorry,
No,
the
just
lovely
kidding.
Walk.
Let me stop.
Host of Sex Talk with Walk on Thursdays, Thursday at 9 p.m. And we got the infamous El Pooh, star of Spin That Back, Saturday. Well, almost there Saturday, except for one Saturday at 10:30 a.m. after this show. And after this show, what's the topic gonna be, El Pooh?
Yes, sir. We're going to be talking about the triple B. Since it was the eclipse this week, we're going to talk about Black Moon, Buckshot, and the Boot Camp Clique.
There we go. That's what's up. So, and we got
not. That is the boot camp click.
Hey, this
Helter Skelter.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
OGC,
that's right.
Smith and Wesson.
That's
Sean
right.
Price.
So,
come on now.
that's what's up. But we'll cover that 30 minutes after this show. But and we got Mr. Floyd X, who's not feeling very well, but he's still here in the ether, controlling the background. So that having been said,
he got the sniffles.
Hey,
no, I'm just gonna.
And Walk is going to introduce another co-host that we're gonna have for today. What you got to say, Walk?
We have Miss Shakai. She is from the city of Compton. I met her and her cousin. There was at a bar. Her cousin did karaoke, sung real good. I was really trying to get her on the show, but she came in.
Ouch.
Energy replacement. I'm just joking. We have Kai. Come on in here, girl. I'm just joking.
You want me to add? There we go. All right.
Good morning. Clarification.
No, leave it there.
I cannot leave it there. I'm not from Compton. I'm from West LA. So I graduated from Hamilton. I went to Fairfax, Culver City.
Wait a second. You went from Hamilton to Fairfax? That's just...
Well, actually, I graduated from Hamilton, but I went from West Side Prep to Culver City to Fairfax to Hamilton.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you got it right. There we go. Sorry.
Did you say West Side Crip?
Oh, she said no.
Are you from PBG? Are you from...
So, yeah.
The show lines.
No disrespect to Hub and the Dub, but I'm not from Compton.
All right. All right, so let's
get I like it better when she was from Compton.
Thank you. See my thank you.
Nah, hey, you keep it 100. You ain't trying to misrepresent, the bottom line. Say I'm living in Compton right now, but that's not necessarily where I'm from. But what's going on? What's up in the news, First Lady J? What's up first?
First in the news, we have DJ Mr. C. Mr. C, a beloved and influential figure in hip-hop who served as the DJ for rapper Big Daddy Kane and is credited with helping to discover the notorious B.I.G., died on April 10, 2024. He was 57.
Now we want to send out a special rest in peace to this brother. This is a big figure in hip hop. I mean, you talk about Juice Cool and Big Daddy Kane. That's a big part right there. But also the person that's credited with putting on or bringing on Biggie. One of the all time greatest. You got to salute to that brother. He was doing big things as a DJ for Hot 97, and we salute his legacy. You got something to say about this, brother Walk?
Definitely. This is typical. You mentioned Biggie. It's typical. Like, remember back in the day, like, I know somebody. I know somebody that knows somebody that know this cat. And that's how it got to. He introduced him to, like, oh, Mr. C. And Mr. C was like, damn, this dude is tight. And sent it to somebody else, like, yo, this cat is one of the illest. And then he was part of that chain. DJ Mr. C and DJ for people. A lot of times people say me and him look alike and act alike. Big Daddy Kane.
And your taste in women. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
You got something to say about this El Poo?
Yeah, y'all, everybody heard that one little song with a Biggie, or that one little lyric where he said, "Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?" Everybody heard that, right? Mr. C had brought him on stage at a Big Daddy Kane concert in Madison Square Gardens. It was him and Tupac. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Rest in peace, Mr. C.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not only that, they were trying to bring up Fat Joe, and Big Daddy Kane was like, "All right, that's enough of that." And Fat Joe thanked him because he's like, he probably would have done crappy in comparison to what Biggie and Tupac did, because they put it down at that point in time.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that's
Tough act to
some good
follow.
history. So let's talk about brother OJ.
Yes. O.J. Simpson, the first player to rush for more than 2,000 yards in an NFL season, who starred on TV and film and was accused of and ultimately acquitted of the brutal 1994 slayings of his ex-wife and her friend, died April 10th, 2024, after battling prostate cancer. He was 76.
Now, white people take great issue. What we're gonna do is now ask Kai, what's your opinion on OJ? Duck all of this stuff and leave white people's
I
right.
think with the OJ Simpson, I think the trial was monumental in the Black culture, and I feel like it's just sad to see him go. He accomplished so much in the NFL, and I think that trial overshadowed all of that. I just say rest in peace to OJ. Regards to that, I think he's me personally think he's guilty, but who am I?
Ouch.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
Hey,
But
first
I do
lady,
think he was guilty.
First Lady J, you got something to say about brother OJ?
Rest in peace.
That's about what I'm gonna say, because I mean, I salute his accomplishment. That brother did it. My cousin actually played with him on USC back in the day. So that's, I know they had that relationship. He was at the party after he was acquitted. But it's a tough situation for white people to deal with, because for some reason they think it's just completely irrational for black people to say there was a reasonable doubt. I don't know if he did it or not. I mean, when he's
I
on
know if he did it or not.
Go
He
ahead.
didn't do it. It was a 25-minute time frame that they put that OJ had left, went over there, killed 2 people, then went back to the house, washed off and cleaned up. And it's 25 minutes. Y'all got to review the case. I've been paying attention since 1995. But let me say this. I remember exactly where I was at when the verdict was read. That's when everybody remembers when it happened. It's just like hearing about Michael Jackson. It's like when you heard about the verdict, and everybody. I was training for bus driving, and we was there. The bus driver, who was Caucasian. Y'all say white, I say Caucasian, and he was like, we're gonna take our break around 10 o'clock in the morning. And we was there, and it was the same reaction y'all seen, like with the footage of black people sharing, white folks, Caucasians not. That was in that same room. It was like, yes! Salute to OJ, rest in peace.
Yeah, I can say the same thing. I was working at the Crenshaw Mall, so I was around a whole lot of black people. Was watching the big screen. I don't know if the mall was open at the time when the verdict was announced, but the whole mall, everybody that worked in the mall was around the TV looking at it. And when they said not guilty, everybody celebrated. I know white people was mad. So rest in peace, Killer.
And you know, shout out to brother Charles X, our minister of information, was not here today. He had other responsibilities, but like he says, he predicted the innocent verdict. He knew a jury of his peers would not convict him, and he believes he was innocent, but he may have played a part in a crime. That's an interesting take. I mean,
Me
that's
and
what it is.
Charles X again. Kindred spirit. That's my kindred spirit. Salute to brother Charles X. You're always right like me.
That's right. And he says he was in the police community at the time in class on campus when the verdict was read, and the only brother besides the professor. Yeah, so boy, he was around a whole bunch of angry white people. But yeah, so what we got up there next? Oh, so I'm
Hey,
sorry.
real quick, Mr. Nice Guy. I wanted to chime in on OJ real quick and give a shout out to Cam and Mace for having OJ as a football analysis on their show. It gave us the last opportunity to really see OJ shine. And so shout out to Cam and Mace for putting them on. The show is called It Is What It Is, a sports show.
And one more thing about that too. That's where I first heard him announce that he had cancer on that show too. That's just me.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
First Lady
You
J.
heard it here first.
One more thing from a viewer that they sent to me. They said OJ may not have done it with his hands. He had someone else do it with their hands. That's their take on it. I just want
And
to share that before
and
it does.
and it's funny. I was talking to, I believe, my father the other day about this, and I was explaining to him. I said, one thing that doesn't get talked about is there's a lot of shakedowns in the industry. I mean, you're dealing with a lot of figures. You see the people on the camera and they're all smiles and stuff like that, but there's like really like serious, heavy-handed criminal stuff going on behind the scene. And if someone's got a drug problem, whatever, or and pisses off that connect or whatever, I mean, there's just all type of situations that could basically come to this conclusion. So I'm not going to tell you that he was innocent. I'm not going to tell you that he was guilty. I don't know, but I definitely have a logical, intelligent, reasonable doubt about it. Mark Furman was a dirty ass cop, and we know that he did
That's
some
true.
dirty stuff in this. So that's what it was. So again, if we exhausted this, we want to talk about our next and last rest in peace.
Reverend Cecil Murray, beloved former pastor of the First African Methodist Episcopal Church in Los Angeles, civil rights leader and community activist, Reverend Dr. Cecil Murray died on April 5th, 2024. He was 94.
So, we're a little bit late on this, but this we wanted to give our flowers to this person. He was a pillar in the community, in the Black community. Yeah, he's just somebody that did some real positive things. Was out there during we call it the rebellion. Some people call it the riots, but that was a brother who put in some work, who was very decent and upstanding, and we salute his legacy.
Dear God, I want to play for Reverend Cecil. Dear God, pray for Reverend Cecil, and hopefully the Black community could recover for him taxing their asses for the last 40 years.
All right, so you got something to say? I see you shaking your head, First Lady.
No comment. I'm just gonna zip
Reverend,
it.
tax that ass.
All
They
right.
said he built
Coming
up
from the
the
person
church
that
fund.
once
Go ahead.
wanted a church. Coming from the person that once wanted a church. We're not gonna say
Ouch!
anything
Ouch!
that he
Ouch!
wants to
You
do.
cannot prove those comments. That's behind the scenes comments only.
You just incriminated yourself.
Yeah. I see. This is me, First Lady. I'm a little tardy with it, but here it goes for you. Because he sure was trying to start a church for that
Look,
very
that's
reason.
why he disappeared from the screen.
So what's up next in the news?
Ooh, okay, let me make sure I get this out right because our producer came up with this title. 304 commits 187 on 405. That's where we are. Danielle Sherakaya Johnson, a popular astrology influencer with more than 100,000 followers on X, posted about the eclipse in the Acropolis days before stabbing her boyfriend to death in Woodland Hills and pushing her children out of a moving vehicle on the 405 freeway, and committed suicide by slamming into a tree in Redondo Beach. This is so sad, so heartbreaking. Not only did she stab her boyfriend, she tried to drag his body out the building. And when she couldn't, she dragged him back to the kitchen. Then she gets on the freeway and tell her 9-year-old to jump out of the car while she's moving, while the child is holding her infant. You have to be mentally disturbed to do something like that. And when her 9-year-old would not jump out that car, she pushed her child out, causing the baby to hit the pavement and the car hit that child. And then this lady decided to take her own life when she should have just done that from the beginning. That's just my take.
Now we normally not super disrespectful by using like the term 304 for the sister, but this is a situation where she did something absolutely terrible and heinous, and she ain't get no gloves from me. You got something to say about this, brother Walk?
Well, can you show her picture again? Because I've never seen her picture. That's my first time seeing her. Y'all got her picture back there, Floyd? Actually sleep? Not guilty, brother. I mean, we got to give her the benefit of the doubt. She's very cute and pretty. So, you know what I'm saying? You never know. What did that guy do? He had a square box flat top, man. Maybe he was like Jonathan Majors. I don't know. I don't know. But rest in peace to the baby that passed away. The guy with the flat top. I mean, well he was an Air Force. See, I don't like his picture. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm
He was
out of
sharp.
here. Let me get out of here.
Mute him.
Yeah, Sister Kai, you got something to say about this?
I do. Like Lady J mentioned, I definitely think that mental health is an issue in our community. And I know in a couple of articles I read that she was estranged from her family. I don't know if she was getting any type of mental help, if it was helping her, but I know that that is definitely something that we need to address in our community because it's so important for us to get through trauma. But rest in peace to her baby. Rest in peace to her. So whatever demons she was fighting or whatever, I just hope she can. I hope her daughter can move on from this because her surviving daughter has to deal with all of this backlash and all of the aftermath of all of this. And hopefully someone will be able to address the trauma that she experienced.
Definitely. That's definitely trauma that like what the 9-year-old girl went through, allegedly having to be pushed out the car with her little sister. That's definitely going to be a lot for her when she grew up for the alleged crimes of her mother.
Oh boy,
Who's not here to
Elpo,
defend herself.
yeah. You got something to say about this, Elpo?
Not really. I mean, just it's a sad situation. But I'm just say this: if you know this woman is crazy, if the woman you're messing with, you know, if she gives you any hint that she's a little out there and touched in the head, leave her alone. That's all I say. Just leave her alone.
Amen to that. First lady, what else we got? I think we got some updates, right? Oh no,
I
yeah. What's
have Brian Dorsey. The state of Missouri executed Brian Dorsey on Tuesday, April 10th, 2024, for the 2006 murders of his cousin Sarah Bonney and her husband Benjamin Bonney after an effort to have his life spared failed in recent days, including a mercy bid backed by 72 correctional officers.
Now, the reason I tied this kind of to the situation with the sister is that, you brought up Sister Kai about the mental health, First Lady J did, and you were perhaps a little more empathetic about, her situation. And my thing is this, that this really not an excuse. We understand that mental health is something we need to work with and deal with and account for and try to do whatever we can to bring people in a more healthy state. But at the end of the day, we're always responsible for our actions. And this was a person, this Brian Dorsey dude, he killed his cousin, he killed her husband, and I mean, he was staying with them. He was chilling with them, playing with them. He did some drugs and then just snapped. And I mean, he was alleged to have actually raped her. I mean, he didn't accept that guilty plea or about that. So I don't know, but I'm saying that there was evidence and that was suggested in the trial. And the main thing about this is that his whole thing was like, I'm a way better person now. I'm very remorseful. And the fact that you had 72 correctional officers, putting their signature on this, this dude had a lot of support. it's not okay to just say that, well, you did that because you were drugs, you blacked out. You don't bring those family members back. This is like a parent that's not going to have their kid. And I mean, it's just not an excuse. So it's something that influences something, but it's not a free pass. So, I'm all for that heavy hand. Brother Walk, you look like you about to say something.
Hey, I done, hey, they done put me away. I wish I could have been like, oh, I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a good excuse that would work for me. Like when I did my time. No, if it don't work for me, it don't work for you. Good, like in the famous words of Caitlyn Jenner, good riddance.
Ouch. Anybody else got something to say about this before we move on? All right. So what do we have up next? I think now we're up to the updates, right?
Yes, we do have updates. Update number 1. James and Jennifer Crumbly get 10 to 15 years. Jennifer and James Crumbly, the parents of Michigan school shooter Ethan Crumbly, were sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison. The Crumblys were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in separate trials earlier this year, but were sentenced together.
Check this out. This dude, first of all, we talked about this before. The bottom line is they bought their kid a gun or let him allow access to a gun. They were talking about, please don't shoot nobody or whatever, something joking about this. And he goes up and kills some people. These are real repercussions. And they're not taking like almost any responsibility for this. I mean, the lady, when she was sentenced, she gave like a little speech saying, well, we were great parents and this could have happened to any of y'all and blah, 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 and crying, crying, crying. And that dude, I mean, he was sitting there talking. You're in jail. You're on the phone. It's recorded. And he's sitting there talking shit about the prosecutor. Like, I'm going to get you. I'm a blah, 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 all this, whatever. And then when it comes up in the trial, when he's getting sentenced, he's like, well, I'm just saying, it's like a metaphor for like, nah, bro, you just get out your own way. You guys, your kid did these terrible things and just your actions after it absolutely justify this. I'm glad that these parents are going to start being held accountable for
Right.
these powder kegs that you put out there in the community.
I agree.
You have a point. You do have a point right there because this is going to be case law. This will be something to be quoted as case law, like it's something that happened, and this is why they was prosecuted on this merit right there, straight up. This could have been with the Columbine incident. Like you don't know what your kid's up to, but in this case, they actually bought him the gun for his birthday. Man, I used to live in LA. Give me a 25. Mom, can I get 25? A 22 caliber. Boy, I'd have been the man at Hamilton High School. Nah, but look, you know how I feel about when kids sometimes you get a bad seed, but this time the bad seed didn't raise the bad seed. Bad seed didn't raise the bad.
Yep, Sister Kyle.
That's Floyd X face right there. He called that the classic. I stole from him.
Yeah, I definitely think
you know what I'm talking about.
I definitely think that the parents need to be held accountable for their child's actions. Of course, when we raise our children, they have free will and so on and so forth. But I do think that they are the ones that literally put the gun in his hand for him to go do the shooting. So yeah, I think they really should have gotten more time.
That's what's up. El Pooh.
Hey, good riddance.
Ouch. Caitlyn Jenner's, her quotes is very popular today. So we got another update. First
Yes,
Lady J.
we do. John Murat acted in self-defense against Ting. Shelby County Court Circuit Judge Carol Chumney ruled that John Murat acted in self-defense when a teenager accused the two-time NBA All-Star of punching him during a pickup game at the home of the Memphis Grizzlies guard's parents in 2022.
So we gave this dude some crap, about, but he needed to do better and cutting up a lot. This was an instance of him not cutting up so much. Normally when the dope puts his hands on the team, especially a team that's not theirs, there's going to be some repercussions. But I mean, I kind of like the fact that if this teen was old enough and froggy enough that he wasn't punished about this. How you feel about this, First Lady J?
You know what I always say? Just skip me, because I'm crazy like a walk today.
Because I'm trying.
Wait, wait.
I want your insight as a mama, with a kid. But yeah, for Walk, I know how you feel about a kid, a teenager talking recklessly or do something recklessly, and an adult punches him, and he don't get punished, and he just considers self defense.
Well, here's the thing: it's all about the money. Durant, or not, whatever. It's John Morant. He got a lot of money, and that kid didn't. So of course you're not guilty. You don't think he slid him some chippers on the low? I would have did that off the top. So maybe the little kid ain't gonna get no chippers after this. And see, that's the effed up part. That with the money dictates what happens. Cause I went to jail for some old, I don't want to say because I didn't have no money, but that's what dictates the truth and the time you get. You hit a kid, you punch a kid in the face. I had a grown adult here the other night, and I didn't beat his ass because I felt like this is gonna be taking advantage of this mere human. You know what I'm saying? He knew it, and he got a track record of the goofy shit with the guns and all that shit. It's about the money. F that. I ain't feeling none of that. Cat Williams sucker punched a damn 13-year-old kid. Why we not ridiculing Cat Williams?
Oh, he got ridiculed. Trust me, he got
But
destroyed
did
on the
he
internet
pay
for that
for it?
situation.
Did he go to jail for it? That's what I'm saying, though. It's about the money dictates your guilt or innocence or what happens to you.
After a fashion, you got something to say about this, El Pooh?
I just got something to say about the Cat Williams thing. I don't think he sucker punched the little kid. They was both the same size. That's all I got to say.
There's some dispute about that of the suckery of the punch, but yeah, it definitely it was somewhat of an even fight, but yeah, and I think we got one last more item in the news. First Lady J.
We actually have two. We have one update, then we have another news item. The last update is Jonathan Majors get probation and counseling. Actor Jonathan Majors was sentenced to probation after avoided prison time Monday, April 8, 2024, for assaulting his ex-girlfriend in a high-profile case that derailed the once promising star's career. The 34-year-old star of Pre-Third and other films had faced up to a year behind bars after he was convicted of misdemeanor assault by a Manhattan jury in December.
So this was
5
the
words.
situation. Go ahead.
I got 5 words. He should have got life.
What?
We need
That's
an
it.
anti horn for this fool.
Right.
Yeah. So this was a misdemeanor with no priors. This should have been a slam dunk that he was never going to get any time. Should have never even went to trial. This was a situation where the video established as much that this should have been a walk away. It was a ridiculous that it even went to it. It's ridiculous that she's not getting any culpability for her participation in all of this. And when you look at all that he lost from money wise and Marvel and all this other stuff, I mean, he got severely punished. He just didn't go to jail like nobody normally would in this type of a situation with no priors for this super misdemeanor that he was, convicted of. So that's what it is.
You got something to say, Kai?
Uh, I feel like maybe if he would have dated someone else in his I think that him dating the person he was dating is the reason why it was so high profile by him being with a white woman. I do believe that he got a misdemeanor charge, and everybody who gets domestic violence misdemeanor charges get the same punishment. His was just broadcast all over the world. I don't believe he deserved any type of jail time. In this situation, I just think moving forward, Jonathan Majors needs to have better dating choices.
Did
Making
y'all
good.
see that little? No. See, that's
Making
the fake
good.
shit. See, that's the fake shit.
Making good. He's doing good. He's
Did
doing
you
good.
see that little cut on her neck? He should have got a life sentence for hurting that poor innocent white woman.
What he should have did was studied OJ. That's all I got to say. He should have.
Ouch. First lady.
Wait. Let me keep it. Let me keep it 100. I'm being sarcastic. I'm bullshitting. Of course, he did some. He didn't do nothing. He ran fast as he could to escape her. But I like to, I keep it pro-black with my sisters. He should have been dating a black sister, straight up. And he's seen what happens. And guess what? All these NBA players, actors, baseball players, football players, they ain't learned nothing. So next time, give him a life sentence.
All right, get him off the screen. Anyways, First Lady, I know you want to talk about something special that we have in the news for you.
Well, it's not so much a special for in the news for me. It's just how I'm on this awareness month every month. So this month, for the month of April Awareness Month is stress, distracted driving, and autism. I just want to say that stress it impacts your mental and physical well-being, and it can also cause heart disease and strokes if you don't avoid certain things that contribute to your stress. Um, there are 5 A's that are better help you to manage with your stress, which includes avoiding. Some things we can avoid, some things we cannot avoid. We can't avoid death. We can't avoid accidents, things of those natures that cause stress. Some things that cause stress, we can avoid it if we deal with the situation on hand when it occurs instead of postponing. So I just want to point out that as far as stress, just know that managing, you have to learn how to avoid it, alter the situations. You have to learn how to adapt. These are a part of managing stress, accepting and being active. And like for me, with trying to accept stress, I have to do the serenity prayer to help me with my stress situations. I don't want to go deep into stress. You can always go into the CDC and look more into stress. As far as distracted driving, that's another issue for April. Distracted driving is an activity that diverts attention from driving, including talking or texting on your phone, eating and drinking, talking to other people in your vehicle, filling with the stereo entertainment, your GPS system, anything. Just be careful. I think we all have been guilty of one or multiple of these things, but
Everybody.
especially you. Um, Lastly, one of the other ones is autism. April is also Autism Awareness Month. It just want people to be focused on being aware of autism. It's also known as ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder, which means to be autistic, how to support autistic people and the difficulties and discrimination that autistic people face. That's my awareness for the month of April.
You forgot one of the A's with the stress awareness. It's not 5. It's 6. Alcoholism.
And
That's for distraction.
actually, April awareness also includes alcohol awareness.
It
Oh
includes
shit! I was
a
right.
few. It includes
Alcohol, stress,
walking, but those are
alcohol. Wait,
don't get it
alcohol,
out.
stress.
Get it out.
I'm muting him. Go ahead, First Lady. Finish. All right, so I don't know. This is probably a good time for us to go to the break.
No. Don't we have one more topic though? We was going to talk about.
You guys wanted to talk about the
Yeah, just
Aoki
a drive-by.
Simmons Sugar Daddy? Let's do a drive by. I'm gonna pass this to Brother Walk to talk about this one. Go ahead.
Aoki Simmons, the daughter of Russell and Kim Moore. That looks so. Hey, if I was him, he'd pop in college. Aoki Simmons, the daughter of Kimora Simmons and Russell Simmons. This is one of their daughters. The mother married some old dude, got his loot, came up, and she introduced her to that old white dude. I don't know his name, but winning. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I do it.
I know what it is. Just what Ice Cube said.
I got what I wanted. Beat it.
I want to beat it.
Yeah, Sister Kai, you got something to say about it? You it seem like you and Walker were the ones that were really feeling this topic.
Well, the reason why I'm feeling this topic is because I just feel like she shouldn't be either one of them shouldn't be putting that narrative out of young girl, old man in this society, in this day in society. It's just too much. Jeffrey Epstein, all of these things. I think she needs to make better dating choices. I can't really blame him because old men love young girls, but I definitely think she needs to make better choices.
Yeah, not all old men. First Lady, was you about to chime in on this too?
Well, I have to say is, for us women, our fathers are our first loves, and they set our example. So she probably looked at the fact that her dad was an older guy dating her mom, and so she just repeated what her parents did, even though it didn't last long.
Yeah. So, I mean, the bottom line is it happened. It's done. It's over. I mean, if this grown ups doing that, I wouldn't advise it. It's funny looking at that picture. Reminds me of that meme where they say, if you want to teach your child, look, this is the importance of having money. He said, show this to your son. This is what the money gets you. And he said, and take that same picture and show it to your daughter. This is what happens if you don't have your money. So, the bottom line is learn from it. So let's get to the commercials. Mr. Floyd X out there in the ether.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say happy birthday to our Minister of Information. Happy birthday anniversary to Brother Charles X, another successful trip around.
You're supposed to lead with that.
Let's jump in these commercials. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, too, brother.
For all your trucking needs, cross country.
That's right.
That's it.
That's gobealive.org. Go get you some of that black honey.
Black honey, I'm telling you, I'm getting light skin a little bit. I've been rubbing a little bit on my little cheeks. I'm getting a little light skin. I'm getting a light skin. I'm just done.
Yep, El Poo done disappeared. But the star of the show, El Poo, that spin that back Saturday at 10:30 a.m. That'll be 30 minutes after this show, except for maybe the first Saturday of the month. We like a swap.
I gotta get into the zone. Helter Skelter. I don't know the lyrics he was saying, but Helter Skelter, baby. The boot camp click, we going in. Yo, I never knew what that dude was saying, but he was spitting bars, though. I dissected his lyrics last night on my research with the Focus Up. Spin that back, shout. Don't get it. Hey, you know what it is. Sex Talk with Walt. Every Thursday, 9 p.m. Yeah. Salute. Y'all see how I transition real quick? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't tell if it's Clark Kent or Superman, but yeah, what's up?
Both, nigga. Both, nigga.
Hey, hit up the Score Bar and Lounge out here in Sacramento, 7123 Franklin Boulevard. Mondays they got karaoke. Then on Thursday they also got karaoke, and then on Tuesday they got taco. Oh, this is the wings on Wednesday, and then on Tuesday they got the taco and tequilas, $2.50 off the tequilas and the tacos and stuff like that. It's a nice environment, cool restaurant or cool lounge. You want to watch the game? The games over there, they got like 9 TVs up in there. Check them out if you're up here in the Sacramento area.
I have to say one thing. Floyd X, I want to make my triumphant return to Sacramento in May 24th for a fight. And I want to go to the freaking Score Bar. It's a good fight going on, and it's going to be epic. Tyson versus Ugas.
Cool. I think that's it for the commercial. Oh, wait, one more. Where is it at?
I get paid that weekend, too. I'm just joking.
So everything's on him. So he's just letting you know in advance.
Bullshit. That's right.
Focus Up Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Tune in and check us out.
That's what's up. Hey, so first topic is going to be, we're going to talk about this Waymo situation. Now Walk brought this to my attention. I didn't really know too much about it, but it's pretty crazy. I should probably let you set that table. Let me respond to it. What's the situation with Waymo, brother Walk?
There is a Jesus. I am like, I'll have so many problems with Lyft drivers. Self-driving cars, and there is from Santa Monica to freaking downtown. And guess what? People are lining up to use it. Lining up. There's a waiting list. Waymo, it's a company. They got the self-driving cars. Yes, let's do it. Let's put these Lyft drivers out of fucking business because the Lyft drivers are losing their mind. They thinking they really got their own business. No, and they got attitude. I have so much issues with. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but salute to Waymo. And guess what? I'm on the list too. Yeah, just to go to downtown LA. Yeah,
so you celebrating this AI replacing human beings? I'm just clarifying that. All right, that's cool.
Let me tell you a story real quick. This is what happened the other night. I went to the bar just on some fly shit because I don't drink and drive. We do the Friday night live show every now and then Friday night, on the Focus Up Network. And he came pick me up. When I got in the car, I was like, he looks familiar. He knew me and I knew him. So anyway, we pushing. We get to the bar is closed. And then it's like, I said, he's like, oh, here's your style. He felt like I got your stupid ass in work. So I got up the car. But I'm like, wait, I'll give you $20 if you just take me to the spot at the street. Let's pop it. Look what happened. He said, nah, I got another ride. I called Lyft again. And guess who showed up again? Yeah. But this time you only got $8.97, you idiot. Fuck them listeners. It's over for y'all. You're acting like you're your own contractor. You ain't. Yeah. They hiring at Walmart, nigga.
Dang.
First,
Waymo.
First Lady J, you got something to say about this?
I have to say that God gave me common sense for a reason. I already have an issue with human driving. You think I'm trying to trust the robot driving me around? I don't think so. I'm gonna have to pass on this. I'm not for Waymo and any other company that's trying to replace the Uber or Lyft driver, regardless of what type of attitudes they have. I'll trust a human before I just trust the robot driving me around.
I agree.
All right, Sister Kyle, what you got to say
Life,
about this?
wait, life imitates art. This is like the movie I, Robot. This is going to be the norm. It's going to be the norm
It's
of
the
just
norm
like
for
a
those
part.
that choose to let it be
No,
the
no,
norm for them.
no. I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be. You're going to be like with your. Well, I mean, we ain't got children, but it'd be like, yeah. And then a car will pull up, like, all right, get in the car, and then you'd be like, all right, take me to fucking Walmart
Hey,
or
Walk,
something like that.
did you see the rest of that iRobot movie? Is that
I
really the
did,
example that we want to be using?
bro.
Sister Kyle, what you got to say
This ain't the
about that?
Matrix.
Yeah, I'm
No.
not getting in a car with nobody driving. I'm sorry. That's just not happening. Not in my lifetime. I mean, I don't know what my children gonna do later on and how the norm is gonna be, but me personally, I'm not getting in a car that no one's driving.
There are people signing up to it's a waiting list to ride in the driverless car.
Yeah,
Did y'all research this story?
people jump out of planes. People do all type of crazy stuff. People bungee jump. I'm just saying it. People do all type of crazy stuff. That don't make it not crazy.
Right.
I am not. You know what? I'm okay. Check this out. I am not getting in no damn car that doesn't have some type of at least ability for me to take over if it starts doing something stupid. I'm not just gonna trust that this computer has a. I mean, computers have troubles figuring out the am I a robot little this icon whether this is a bus or something like that. And I'm just trust my life that it's gonna know a bus out there on the street or something like that or whatever. I'm just saying that I'm not okay with it. In theory, I could see how it could get to a place where it's really sophisticated. There's no way that I think that we're anywhere close to that now.
One thing I gotta say, I feel you guys. You guys are a little prehistoric, a little bit. Let me stop. But you know that they have sample driverless buses in Miami already. That's been for the last 2 years. I'm telling you.
Hey, and you know that there's been crashes from
And
this
guess
like
what? If you
automatic
think I'm
stuff too.
lying, I'm a historic line. Google it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, listen, you know
Say
why
that
it's called.
again?
You know why it's called Waymo,
Google
right?
Way more accidents, way more deaths, way more.
And
Why?
way more people are out of a job.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, way more be
Waymo,
there. Up and forward. Yeah.
Waymo.
Yeah, nah. So again, I salute to enterprise and business, and if you can figure this out, and if it's safer, because in theory it could work, but again, it requires a lot of
It's gonna
processing.
work.
It requires a lot of processing of everything that you come out there on the street. Things that you have to program a computer to process all of this stuff. It's not like it's a thinking thing that understands all of this stuff. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be relying on the program to be working out and you being safe. And then don't forget, people hack stuff. So it's just gonna be easier to just like, oh, I don't like that guy. Let me just hack this, and I'm about to send that car off a cliff. So I mean, you go ahead and trust that, brother Walk. But
That's a movie right there.
Why would you trust these cars if
That's
I
a
can't trust
movie
my
right
own damn
there.
internet connection?
yeah,
Right.
well, yeah. Word to Floyd X, always in and out. So I'm just saying, it's just any glitch and it's a wrap. You go in 80, and it's like it's not just you. If it glitches on the free or whatever, just anything with power out or whatever, now you talking about how you impact everything else out there. So that just seems kind of crazy, but it's technology. We'll get there. I'm sure the people felt really funny about planes, but they work for the
This is
most
a
part.
computer in my hand. A computer. Okay. 20 years ago, that was like, what? Yeah. A computer right here.
Okay. Well,
Come on now.
we got another topic we can get to. Can we?
Let's
Yeah,
move on.
let's move on.
I was right. Y'all was wrong.
Is it wise to double back on an ex you dumped? Um, yeah, I ain't touching this. Well, don't run away from this water. Hey, First Lady J, what's your opinion on this subject?
Is it wise? Okay, looks like the question got changed. Is it wise to double back on an ex you dumped?
Honestly, I don't like that you dumped on the part of it. Just process it. Is it wise to double back on an ex?
Yo, what's wrong with that?
Well, you
I
can talk
believe
about it
the
how you want to talk about it.
situation that's really not my choice, and even with dump. And to be honest, I feel like it's my current situation that's going on.
Ouch.
So it's situational. To be honest, I've always told myself if I was dumped, if someone dumped me for another woman, then I definitely wouldn't circle back. And now that I'm in that situation right now, before when this question came up, I kept asking myself, would I circle back? And just looking and knowing the reasons, I can say that I'm up against the fence on that, depending on a lot comes with it. Had you asked me this question probably a few weeks ago, I would
When
have
we
been like,
came up with it,
absolutely not.
I said when we
Excuse
came
me?
up with it, yeah.
Well, when you came up with it, it was already in process going on. So it still just like raised the flag to me. So I don't have a solid answer for that question right now because I feel like I'm living that situation right now. And so it's a lot for me to process and to think about, but absolutely if I
It
was
ain't that
let me do
serious with
we'll
your
answer this
beautiful
question.
self.
Let me answer this question.
Okay, I'm
Like
sorry.
seriously.
You're taking a while. We
Um,
got okay.
so if people was behind another female, absolutely, I will not circle back. And I kind of feel like that way just being dumped overall because knowing the person I am and who I am, if I was a bad person or I did wrong, but given the circumstances, I have time to reflect and think about it. So I'm up against the fence on that right now. But if another person was involved, absolutely, I will not circle back.
We have the host of Sex Talk with Walker Thursday. I'd like to hear what his opinion and take on all this. Mr.
Ain't
Heterosexual Sex
nothing.
Guru.
Yeah, sex guru. Oh, I'm putting that on my title. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Do I gotta write that down? Ain't nothing wrong with being dumped. That's what life is about. Sometimes a motherfucker just ain't feeling your ass no more. Sometimes they feeling you too much, and when you like you, I ain't feeling your ass no more. That's why I'm doing the show. Listen, it happens. Here's a guy. I've been getting dumped and been fighting over chicks since I was 16 years old. I make no bones about it. I'm ignorant as hell. But listen, that's just what happens in life. Sometimes you might look at a person and be like, did you fart? That's a wrap. I'm out of here. Did you burp? That could go on either side of that coin. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And sometimes you might double back like, damn, I'm feeling you. I shouldn't have been mad because you burped while I was watching that movie. We killed the whole thing. So it's nothing wrong with double backing on the ex. Now, how many times you double back on the ex, that's what the problem comes. If you do it more than 2 times, you a lame. You a goofy.
Sister Kai, what's your take on this?
I think that you can't keep putting spoiled milk in the refrigerator. He's your ex for a reason. She's your ex for a reason.
I'm
I
sorry.
feel like
Go ahead.
the person needs to move on.
See, Floyd Ace gave that a horn because I know Floyd Ace did that because he said that on the show before. You did that?
I did that. So basically, you're wrong. But yeah, so the point is that
Block. Can we block
block
nice
this.
guys somewhere?
So
Can
I
we
mean,
block
look,
nice
they're
guys?
your ex. They're your ex for a reason. I mean, the bottom line is, you should probably just concentrate on moving forward. I think it's kind of disrespectful, especially if you're in a situation. I mean, it almost it shows that you're still hung up on that other person. I mean, for the most part, I say in all life and everything, you should be moving forward. Um, if the planets line up, there can be an exception, but again, there's a reason why it failed. And a lot of times, when you try to restore a relationship from the past, you're dealing with all the baggage from the past and all the bad, so all the bad stuff keeps coming up. When you go to a new, fresh situation, the slate is all clean. So I'm just saying that it's definitely a cleaner, a simpler situation, less problematic, and go ahead, brother Walk.
But it's not that simple, people. It's like sometimes like your lives get intertwined. You might have children together. You might not. But you like, damn, I think I could do better. Damn. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff plays in the part. And then you be like, I'm here by myself. I miss that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. But then a lot of stuff transpire within just breaking up with somebody. You become attached to that person. You're attached to their ass, to their fat stinking ass. Like, chicks be like, they miss me. I be like, I don't even like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it happens. So it is good to double back. I think it's okay to double back, just to double back and check and see, like, good. I'm straight. I'm straight. And they might be like, damn, I really don't like your ass anyway. You talk too much, Jason.
You can't double back behind every long situation. You can't double back. What if the person was abusive to you? There's no need, no point to double back.
You probably
Like,
needed it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Let me get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a serious situation. Yeah, and that's the thing about when you talk about battered woman syndrome and those situations where those females keep taking them back and stuff like that, or just won't leave the home. I mean, I can't tell you how many shows that me and my wife has watched. She's into those crime shows where they just don't take the signs, they just don't get out of it, and then ultimately the dude snaps, kills this person, kills that person, and just like you might have been able to avoid all of this by just pulling that ripcord a little bit sooner. So it's an ugly situation. El Pooh, you've been a little bit silent. What you got to say on this, brother?
There's a reason why they got X's on poison bottles. Think about that.
Yeah, so that's your whole take.
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I understand. It's a real simple thing,
It ain't that simple. It ain't that simple, man. Your lives become intertwined. I done took chicks back. Chicks done took me back. That's just the beauty of life, man. That's the beauty of life, and it's a lovely thing.
at
See,
our
the
age,
effed up part.
nobody wants to go through the yo-yo thing. You don't want to go back
You
and
saying
forth.
that? You saying that? You saying that, Lady J? You're
Don't
saying
want to
that's
go
what
through
happens.
it. It does happen in life. I'm not disagreeing with that part, but nobody wants to go with that. And the key word in this is wise. Is it wise? What makes it wise? That's something that we have to figure out. You have to write
I
down your
miss
pros and
that
cons.
ass. I miss you. She misses me. We here. Shit. I miss my ex, man. Look, man, fuck all that shit, man.
Hey, but Walk, I
Hey,
feel like
man.
you're. It sounds to me like you're more talking about hooking up as opposed to actually trying to have like a real relationship.
Exactly. Stability, a
What you
real
mean?
relationship.
No.
You're enjoying your
No, I'm
little
asking you. I'm asking you.
relationship.
I don't know what's in your head. I'm just saying the way that you're describing it, I got the impression you're talking about like a real relationship, like giving it a real go again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nobody playing out here.
I don't
If
know,
my
man.
ex is watching.
Uh-oh. Which one?
Hit me back, goddamn. For one night only, goddamn. Hit me up.
Exactly.
Wait, somebody. Yeah. I'm ready to check. Did y'all see that joke Cameron made? That was funny as hell. For the
What-
April Fool's prank,
Nah, I didn't see it.
Cameron. Oh, he was like, yo, he said, yo, I'm a changed man. I'll take you back. He was like, I wish we could just start over. And she was like, baby, I wish oh my God, I can't wait for you to say that. He was like, I was kidding, bitches, April Fools, and hung up. Like that shit was hilarious. Go Google it.
Ouch. Elpo's over there dying.
Yeah, Google it, nigga.
I know. Hey, so the inmates was running asylum. What you got to say about this, Mr.
Hey, I just wanted to answer the question. Is it wise to double back on the ex you dump?
Hell no.